So, I'm gonna try to include um, the sheet music for what I'm going through, um, just as I'm getting going here. So, I guess after my warm up, I do a quick mouthpiece session, and then I get right into scales and whatnot, and just trying to blow through some notes on the horn. But I've been spending so much time diving into the articulation world that I'm trying to figure out how to include it in basically everything that I'm approaching. Uh, so, example is typically I would start at the lower register, like and I would do them all slurred, not thinking about accents or anything. But that gets me, ninth chords. I would choose a type of scale. So most often I'm doing dominant, just because dominant appears so frequently, and very versatile. And then I use ninths because it makes the timing good. And like I say, I'll go through this in sheet music in a second. So then that's one, right? And so the concept I've been working on is pulsing in every third note, and using doodle or some sort of soft tonguing. So it'd be like, instead of just on one note, you're doing for doodle, and then trying to pulse it every third note. And that's a good way to swing. So then the question is, I've been having trouble just visualizing it in my head. I've tried. I gave it the old college try, so to speak. And so why I shared my screen is that I guess I can create a new one called Articulations. We'll do that. I'll just go Articulation. Okay, and then we here. So then we'll go, I'll show you what I mean here. So typically, I'll just do it in F dominant, because it's just being the staff, it's easier to see. But typically I would go, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, 1, 2, 3, 7, 8. Okay. And then you hit the ninth by going up to the G and then going back down. 3, 4, 8. These are all, 8 notes. It's in 4/4. Good. And I'll just, and then I'll show, then I would go 1, 2, 3, get rid of that. 4, 1, 2, 4. Good. And then just end it on the, I don't know why I started doing this, but I don't know. I just thought I'd like it because it circles the root third and fifth, I guess. But yeah, there you go. So there's the pattern for the exercise that I generally start with. and I've got I've got all this memorized, but so now I can show you the articulation. So typically when I would do it, I would go, slur, 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 slur. So that ends up being starting on that F. In fact, usually there wouldn't even be these breaks. So you would just go, slur all the way to the end. Excuse me. But the pattern that I'm working on now, and I'll just do it down here because I am finding that thinking it in one note first is generally pretty helpful. And so I'll just, these are common ways of just putting them in the middle of the bar is a common way of just indicating a pattern of something. I'm not sure what we're going to do over here, but I'll write it in for now. And then you would breath attack. So you would put whatever it is. It's either that or it's something else. But see how you put it. 1, 2, 3. Right? So that is da 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 da. So, and then if you circle the most important one, this one seems to come up an awful lot. So da 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 da. So you can kind of go. You could keep that pattern, and then do whatever you wanted to on the next 4. And then revisit that pattern over here, right? And then maybe end it with like a, whatever that is, note here. So like that could work. So you go da 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 da. Probably make it a little bit more jazzy than that. So then, what I've been saying is now I'm trying to. There's breath attacks for those accents. So I'll go back to this, what I had before. Right, breath attacks for those accents. And if you're just doing signal tonguing, it'd be like da 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 da. So it'd be like da 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 da. Right? But now you're layering in the doodle tonguing. So doodle. So doodle. And I guess it's doodle. So I guess just a DL. DL, 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 DL. Doodle, 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 doodle. So you're going, now you're layering the style of articulation or the syllable of articulation with the breath attack itself. So you're going doodle, 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 right? So that's combining quite a bit of stuff, but like I say, when you start to jam pack that stuff into one exercise, then it just becomes so efficient trying to work through it. And now what I'm doing is I'm trying to take this concept of just rhythmic, and then include it in even my warm up stuff, so that I'm not just slurring anymore. I'm thinking about the accents even in my warm up. So I would take this exercise and add accent here, 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 and here. And I guess it would keep going. So Uh, so if you're gonna do this whole phrase, you might have to do it a little bit quickly, but um, yeah. And so now I can sort of show you how that looks. So say you're gonna slur. Um, let's just take this line for example. If you just slur that whole thing, da so it would have been, but now you're doing. And now we want to, let's try single tongue. So, sorry. So that would have been, that's ta. Ta, 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 ta. Right? Ta. Now I want to do the doodle. So doodle, doodle. Let's try it without the accents first. Now we're going to add the accents with the doodles. So. So again, like just a wide variety of ways you can articulate this stuff. But for me, I'm trying to get better at doing the doodles with accents and then incorporating it into my other exercises.